What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Kim Wilde as we keep going through Select 1982. Hello, Luca. And once again, big shout out to Mark. And the next track is Wendy's Sod. So, if this is a character or actual historical figure's name, I'm not familiar with her. So yes, beyond that, it's hard to get a read on the title. It is a proper name, a given name and a surname. And so if this is sourced from something specific, I don't know what to say because I'm not familiar with it. And if it's a character created for the song, there's no additional context. So let's jump straight into it. This is Kim Wilde. The track is Wendy's Sod, and it's from her 1982 album, Select. Sounds a little familiar. It's a really interesting one for multiple reasons. I mean, just the sonic ending there, it's like soaring, but it's a bit strained. Earlier in the track, it had this dichotomy of like this pulsing, stagnated, sort of like cyclical rhythm and percussion, and then it would break into a more smooth and fluid rhythm for the choruses, I think. And then lyrically, it's like, okay, so number one, I think it's pronounced Wendy sad, so like I feel like maybe there's a play on words there with her surname being sad, because they're talking about her being brokenhearted inside, but other people didn't know. And then it's like eventually she's flying away, and the sonics at the end maybe sort of representing that. But she's finding her freedom, and like there was a moment where I thought like, oh, did she do something to like violent or something to get that freedom? But I feel like maybe it's just more, she had to get away, and people didn't know that she was suffering what she's been through. I mean, literally, there's a line of like no one knew what she's been through. But yeah, it sounds like there's a catharsis, a release, an escape. I think there's a line about that, and then there was an aspect of the lyrics that now I'm blanking on suddenly. Of course it's going to happen like this, but yeah, ultimately it feels like there is some pain that she was keeping from others, and the narrator, which maybe it's like an omniscient narrator, but she's privy to what Wendy was going through and why she needed to escape in the way she did. Oh, what is the line? I'm so annoyed at myself because it was a line that I had multiple things to say about. Well, we'll see if I can somehow salvage that by the end. But yeah, like it definitely had a dichotomy to it, which again maybe feels like there is something thematic to that. But yes, ultimately her status seems to be unknown to those around her, and I wonder if there is a like she was mistreated in a more formal sense, or if it's more just like the internal struggle that was opaque to those around her. But definitely it feels like the release is, as I said, represented by the sonics in some respect, though maybe also the tension of that journey. So yeah, ultimately, if I can remember what the line was, in fact, why don't I just, because this is really going to annoy me if this one gets away, so hold on. Yeah, when they got her downstairs, I do remember that line, but that's not the one that I was thinking of. No one else could follow her there again. Yeah, I will say though, like they looked at the ceiling, that's what it was, and the lights went out and clutched her hand. So yeah, it does feel like there is like some moment where there's like something physical or dramatic that happened, and it seems like her maltreatment was at the hands of multiple people. So yeah, I do wonder. And I guess the idea of flying away and having freedom, it could be like you died, right? Like this one way of release when it's an impossible situation is the ultimate release. So yeah, reading some of the lines there, yeah, I'm even more intrigued by this moment of looking up and the lights go out, and there's this physical immediacy and intensity to it. So I am wondering at what happened with Wendy Sad. Do let me know, and once again, shout out to Mark for this deep dive, and I will see you next time. Peace.